The idea of an internal pace is an interesting one. I never really thought about it before until I heard it on another podcast, in which the hosts were discussing their internal pace, the pace at which they operate daily. So, kind of their default for any activity or job they might be charged with. And I think it's an interesting thing from a teaching perspective to see that the internal pace of a student or students has maybe decreased over time in general, not specifically student by student, obviously, because everybody's a little bit different, but like my internal pace, the rate at which I want something to get done is very quick. Okay? I like efficiency so that I can move from one thing to the next to the next. Example, I wake up in the morning with just enough time to get myself, use the bathroom, get dressed, gather my things that I need, and I'm out the door. Whether that means I'm going to school or going to church or going to a meeting or whatever. Like, when I set, I have to be at this place at a certain time, then the way that I operate and the things that I spend my time on are all centered around getting to that next thing. Whereas some people will get up extra early so that they have more time in between. I don't like the downtime. I don't like the waiting around. If we're supposed to be doing something, then let's do it. Lollygagging, I guess, is another word for it. But children and students in general seem to operate at a much slower internal pace, and that's perhaps because there's really no sense of urgency to them. A sense of urgency being, oh, I have somewhere to be, or oh, I have something to do, so I better hurry up. There is no hurry up in a lot of kids these days. There is more, I'll get there when I get there. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because there's no consequence for not hurrying, or if it's because they've just never had to hurry before, or what. But as we get older, hopefully our sense of urgency increases to a point, and then after you've been as urgent as you need to be, you don't have to hurry anymore. I don't know why I'm backing up right now. I'll never back up at this point in the day. But there are some people who have a very slow internal pace, and they just mosey on through life, back and forth, from thing to thing. Oh, I'll get there when I get there. It'll be done when it gets done. No big deal. And there are people who have an extremely hurried internal pace, where they can do nothing slow and they take no time to pause. So, I guess my question, my point, my wrap up here is, what is your internal pace? Can you identify your internal pace, and is it effective? Does it need to be adjusted? And do other people abide by that? Do they recognize that you operate a certain way and give you the chance to do so? Talk to you tomorrow.